Three, two, one, and fucking action! So, it is Saturday. It's raining outside, so the light's not going to be very good for my show. That's not very cool. So, yeah. So, what's going on, everybody? I feel pretty good with where I'm at with everything, so we're gonna keep this show going, baby. So a long form, I feel like that is good for everyone. So, first question. Hey, Mr. Value Add. What's up, my people? Any plans for this weekend? Negative. Not like real plans. I went to the book fair, the book show downtown yesterday. I got some good books. I got Master Key System. I picked it up and I started reading it. I was like, wow, this is a completely different book from the original that I read. So I was pretty pumped to find this bad boy. And then I got this one. I thought it was Jim Collins, but I guess that's like old school SGE. I don't know. Not at the top of the list, but I might still check it out. Then I got this. I was like, these freaking scumbags don't deserve to read this book. No, and it's also like expanded and updated, so I got to see what my dude's got to say. And then this one, I'm pumped about this one. I'm gonna make sure I read this one as well, because the 7 Habits, the one that I read, I preferred Sean Covey's writing over Stephen Covey's, to be completely honest with you. So I'm excited about this book. I'll say that much. Oh shit, now I put down my notes. Now I gotta open my phone back up. Okay, so, and I also ordered the Ralph Potts Vagabonding book from Thrift Books. So that's at the top of my list as well. And I'm going to finish Ego is the Enemy. I'm going to do that this weekend. And I have coding class Sunday. So I guess I do have plans for this weekend. So, what else? All right. Do you have any more tips on homeownership? Okay, yes, I do. For people in real estate, okay, I know the interest rates, I think by the summer, they're going to be really good. And what I did, okay, so when I bought my first house, first I was talking to Regions, and they were bullshitting me. Then I talked to Navy Federal, and they were bullshitting me. Then I got on the phone with Rocket Mortgage, and we got it freaking approved like that, So as long as your credit's decent, I highly recommend Rocket Mortgage. And Rocket Mortgage, if you want to pay my house off, I won't look at that as a free lunch. So I will allow that. So, anyways, next thing we'll get into. Okay, so I've been, and this weekend I forgot to. So today I'm also going to sit down. I'm going to skip the gym, and I'm going to go over every single one of my YouTube videos, look at it, watch it, take notes, and work on my descriptions to make my show better. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today, and I plan to juice some pineapples that I have. Okay, so next, okay, this one, I was thinking about doing this, but this is what I consider a free lunch, is crowdfunding. I don't know if you've ever considered it, but it's like raising money from like a large group of people for like a business venture. And I was considering that, but it's too many bodies involved in a play, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to do crowdfunding. But I mean, if you want to look into it, it might be good for something that you want to do. Next question. Do you have any more tips on affiliate marketing? Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. Okay, so when I was doing affiliate marketing, a couple websites that I used to use that were really beneficial, and you don't necessarily just have to use it for affiliate marketing, but there's one called Bitly and another one called Rebrandly. And basically what it would allow you to do is take a website URL and you could plug it into it, and it would spit you out a customized link. So it'd be like bit.ly/AP or something like that. And then you could drop the link, like say you do like a Facebook post or something and drop the link, and it'll show up, instead of like the long URL, it'll show up like bit.ly or .rebrandly or whatever. It'll give you a customized link that you can design. And then every time someone clicks on it, it keeps track of your clicks. It doesn't keep track of your sales, but it keeps track of your clicks. Okay, and I'll say a good click to close rate would be close to 2%, if we're being honest, from all my research. If you have like if you have like 100 clicks and you have 2 closes, then you're doing pretty good. So I'll say that. Okay. So I think it's like the average is like a 1.7 like close rate. Like 1.7%, out. So it's like 1.7 out of every 100 clicks is usually like when people make sales, from what I've been told. So yeah, that's my advice on that. Okay, next we will talk about any more on that 21 play. All right, yeah, I guess we'll talk about this. Okay, so when I first filed, it was back in 2018, and I had just read And Give Up the Showbiz, I think is the name of it. Yeah, And Give Up the Showbiz is a book about Fred Levin, someone I used to like really look up to. And he the University of Florida Law School is named after him. And he was something I really looked up to, I never met him in person, but we did like have a phone call one time, which was pretty awesome, before he passed away. And it was a good call, man. I asked him if he wanted to play golf, and he didn't. He told me he didn't play golf, but it was cool, like that was like probably like one of my. It was awesome, like getting to talk to him, someone I really looked up to, So that was pretty awesome. Just wanted to say that. But anyways, it was kind of messed up though. But I also asked him if he'd help me out on my case, but he said that someone else was already helping me. And then when I talked to that person, they didn't want to help me, so that kind of sucked. But it's okay, it'll work out. I just gotta stay optimistic, Anyways, so next, when I filed, like, I was younger, and then basically when I did .net, my plan for it was I wanted to close on the lawsuit because I was ethically right, and if they would have given me a trial, which is something they denied me, they wouldn't give me a fucking trial, which was they wouldn't give me a fucking court date, much less a trial. Even though I paid all the filing fees and shit, it was bullshit, But my plan was to like donate the building. And in agreements, I was hoping that they would accept like this solar project, like let me do like my first commercial solar project on that building. And I gave them like a quote and everything, like it's just like a great deal on it, design the system and everything. And, but that was like if I closed, and I hadn't closed. And then my plan was to hopefully like win their business and let their whole, do their other campuses, have them all solar powered. And then I thought that would lead to, UWF and then all the SEC schools, like doing commercial solar projects. That was kind of like my goal. But then like at the same time, I was like I felt like I was kind of like bucking the 47 by trying to do that. So I've kind of like pulled back. You know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, that was my plan though on my 21 play. Like I was like my habit 2, law 2, the habit 2, begin with end in mind. That was like my goal for it. So it didn't work out the way I'd hoped, but at the same time, I don't know, it could work, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so next up, do you have any more professional pivots you would like to talk to us about? Okay, yes, I do, but we're coming up on 10 minutes. So we'll go with not a book recommendation. Let's go with advice to any e-com companies that are interested in increasing profits. Okay, I will talk about the art of the upsell. Okay, so who does a great fucking job of upselling people is Vistaprint. It's like when people are going to check out like what can match what they're buying. Amazon's good at it, but Vistaprint is freaking awesome at it. So I would say study those companies. Like it's like when they're going to purchase something, that's when you need to upsell. So work on your code, work on your purchasing process. and get into upselling, because they're already ready to, that's when to upsell, is when they're got their card out and everything and they're making a purchase. So if you're an e-commerce company that doesn't focus on upselling, I would say 100% double down on the buying process and upselling your clients. So other than that, I guess I will talk about another professional pivot tomorrow. It's one that I just remembered today, and I was kind of impressed with it. I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was a pretty cool move that I did, though. So, anyways, I hope you guys are staying dry out there, and remember that I love you, and that you can be what you will to be.